Hi everybody, Pedro with LTS. This week's video is going to be all about the Rizzini BR110 Sporting. So the Rizzini line, you guys saw the other video. This month I'm going to do a lot of Rizzini lineup because I continue to get more impressed by the more I work with them. The Rizzini line, again, like I said in the other video, only makes 3 actions. Side by side, a 460 competition gun, and the 110 action. This video is all about the sporting variation, the clays variations, let's say. So we have here a Rizzini BR110. As you can see, it is pretty plain, black wood. Would say it's a grade about 2, I would say, a step above a standard piece of wood. This gun, it is plain. It is for the person that wants a true clay feeling gun. I mentioned that before in other videos. What I mean by true clay feeling gun is a gun that is heavier, so above the 8-pound line, okay? And it has an actual palm swell, either for right or left-handed. It's gonna come with extended chokes or flush chokes depending on the gun, but it comes with multiple chokes. It is built to shoot clays. It is not a beefed up hunting gun, okay? This is a true clay gun. I work with a lot of these guns and I have a lot of customers that love them. And most of them started by trusting me that I like the gun, therefore they would trust me and get one of these to try, and most of them have been extremely happy. Some of them are actually buying multiple gauges of the same gun, and we're gonna get to that part. Now, all of the guns that I work with, when I really enjoy a gun, I have to get one, right? Because it makes no sense for me to talk about how good it is and I don't shoot one. So I do have one. And all my guns happen to be black, so I just got the standard BR110 Sporting, and I put a TSK on it, and that I have one of those guns and I thoroughly enjoy it, okay? So let's start with the BR110. Let's take it apart and see what we're working with. Let's start by the actual gun. You do have this is a right hand gun, so you do have a large palm swell that fits your hand very nice. It gives you good control over the grip. You don't have to choke that gun in order to grip it. Your hand is just supposed to sit there to help the trigger, okay? You do have the option for a adjustable or non-adjustable comb. And the forend, it's just a button over here in order for you to take it apart, okay? So let's take this apart and talk about the forend for a second. The forend, inside, as you can see, you have that button that moves the little lever inside. This bottom screw here, however, it is actually a good design for it because over time, as you know, all guns, the forends will eventually start coming loose. As they come loose, they could crack. The ejectors could be out of time because they work off of the forend iron. So a few things could go wrong. On this type of forend, having the tiny little screw in the bottom, you can put your little wrench in there and actually tighten it back down, and you're going to notice that your button is going to be much smoother. So when you start noticing that your Rizzini line button is getting really crunchy and it's hard to open, go to that little button, that little screw in the bottom, right there, tighten it back down. I usually loosen a little bit, tighten it back down, and your forend is nice and new again. So I think it's a good design there. Let's go for the barrels. The barrels are actually Cerakoted black on the BR110 model. You have a bottom locking bolt right here with 5 different sizes. The sizes of the locking bolt, like any other gun that is an over-under and uses a locking bolt system, they come because as you shoot, normal wear happens, the place where the locking bolt fits into in the bottom of the barrel or top on other guns is going to start wearing out, therefore becoming larger. So you got to replace it to a larger size locking bolt. And it has 5 different sizes, so you got plenty of services to go on this gun. You do have Rizzini extended chokes, and Cold Gunsmithing now makes chokes for Rizzini also. So you have that second option. And the locking system, like I said, goes right on the bottom bite of the locking bolt. The receiver, you have 2 cocking rods right here in 1 and 2, and you have your hinge pins on the side. This gun has very little recoil compared to guns of the same weight and same price point. That is, for me, the biggest selling point of a Rizzini is the price point and the quality of gun you get. Again, making one single action in 20 different variations of that action brings your cost down of making the part. So my hammers, my locking bolts, my springs, if you can make 1 million of the same part, it's a lot cheaper per part if I only make 10,000 of the same part. So that's my point. When you make a good action and you make a bunch of variations of that action, your cost comes down, therefore the cost to the customer goes down. More people can shoot your gun. So I'm a big fan of the Rizzini line. Now, you know, a lot of people say, Pedro, I don't like black, the wood is plain, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you have lots of options for this gun. Like I said, they made this action, and within this action they have lots of variations. We'll get to those variations in a minute. For now, we're gonna talk about the versions of it. First model is the sporting clays model or sporting model, which is a flat rib gun. You get it in 30 or 32 inch, right or left-handed, adjustable or non-adjustable. Then you go to the BR110X, which is a step rib version of it. So you have, again, with the step rib comes the little higher stock. On this gun, different from the 460, the competition version, it is not a Monte Carlo. It is just higher dimensions on the stock and a little bit more parallel. Not perfectly parallel, but the butt is higher, and it does come with adjustable comb. I like this gun a lot. I feel like it handles really well. You don't have too much weight up front, you don't have too much weight on the back, and as you can see, where you should always balance the guns out of the factory in front of the hinge pins, not at the hinge pins. They come in front, right at the forend iron. You can see that even with the extra size rib, still not barrel heavy. So if you go to the hinge pin, right there, it is just slightly back. So even though it has a higher rib, it's still very good, very well balanced. Same action as the sporting version. The X model offers what all the step rib offer, allows you to shoot a little bit more heads up and see a little bit better on the bottom of the barrel. Now we have the adjustable rib. Like the 460, it's the same exact rib. It is a 1/2 inch adjustable rib and can be adjusted by pressing the button at the very end of the barrel here. Now we go to the variations of the looks. Okay, they had the Fierce One, which is a beautiful gun, color case hardened with gold in it. The difference between this gun and the 110, it is just the looks. The barrels are the same barrels. The action is a color case hardened action with a gold trigger, very pretty. The wood grade, it is higher already. You would say it's a 2.5 grade wood, and it comes with a beaver tail forend, fluted. Here you can see fluted beaver tail forend. Okay, now unfortunately the Fierce One has been discontinued. You can still find some of these guns out there. Discontinued not because it wasn't a good gun, it's still the same gun they continue to produce, and its replacement is just the looks of it have been discontinued. So the color case hardened look of the Fierce One has been discontinued. Then after that you're gonna go to a S2000, same exact gun, much higher level of engraving, higher level of wood, and you go back to the English style round forearm on the S2000. Now, like I said before, the reason I like it is because the price point. Compare a Rizzini gun to a competitor's gun at the same price point. The Rizzini gun is either going to be better or as good as the competition. Okay, I haven't found a gun at the same price of a Rizzini which is better on the clay version. Okay, so a 110, it's around 3. A Fierce was about 4.5. The S2000 with side plates, lots of engraving, pretty piece of wood, it's 55. So you're not going crazy on the price. You're still well within the market with the competitors, and you're getting a very pretty gun. Same action as the BR110. And now comes the new variation that Rizzini came out, which is the BR240 and the BR240EL. I do not have a 240 here with me, and you're probably not gonna see one for a reason I'll tell you in a minute. This is the BR240EL. As you can see, beautiful engraving, very similar to the 460EL, higher grade wood. You got a nice grade 3 wood on this gun. Barrels are glossy barrels now, blued. You still have the BR110 action inside of it. They did, however, move the trigger a little bit back, which is actually better. Most people don't have as long as a hand as I have, so moving the trigger back is a little bit better. The gun feels really nice, swings really nice, and is the same action as the 110. Pedro, why would I buy a $5,000 gun that is the same as a $3,000 gun? Well, because of the looks. Because on our world, we pay a lot of money for what we want the gun to look like. We pay tens of thousands more just for the looks of the gun. So it is a very good gun, up $5,000–6,000 range still. The mechanics are there. What they did is making the same gun that if they only made one would be about $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. They made all of their guns that gun, bringing your price down and allow you to pick your price point and what you wanted the gun to look like. Now, the reason because I don't have a Rizzini BR240 standard here is because Cole Gunsmithing combined with Rizzini created a Rizzini BR240 Cole Special. That gun will be in the next video. I hope you have enjoyed the BR110 action and its variations and different looks. I fully support this gun. I think for the price point is great. You cannot go wrong. Cole Gunsmithing and Rizzini, both warranty centers, so both sides of the country you're covered. Like I said, I like it. I have one, and I'll probably get another one. Thank you guys for enjoying the videos. If you like the videos, make sure you subscribe, like the videos. And if you want to see a specific model, or learn about a specific model, learn about anything at all in this industry, put it in the comments. I'll do my best to answer all your questions. Thank you.